Hey, I don't know much about this Cable fella, but I guarantee he hasn't killed as many people as Melanoma has.
Oh, you should have worked on your rehearsal of that line
I did,
just a
but like,
little bit
I think
better.
sometimes I get nervous, but like, I need to remember to say this because I wrote down a whole bunch of stuff this time, right? But then I don't know which one I want to say. I wrote some stuff. It's like, hey, it's a family film, true story.
It is because I like it because he goes, it's got the F in family.
Yeah, it's got the F in family. I always
It
wanted to
just puts
say,
the F in the family. I'm like, there is an F in family,
I
dude.
always want to say like, you're my Tom Cruise, but I don't know if you're gonna say it on cue.
Oh, you're my goose.
Ah, ah,
But Goose gets killed, so I don't want to be him.
yeah, you're my Tom Cruise, and you're my Kristen Dunst.
I'd be a Kristen Dunst, I guess, but
All right,
I'm not gonna be Goose. He gets killed.
so this is your first time watching this, right?
Yeah,
What did you think?
I liked. He was pretty good.
It was better than the first one, or not?
Yes. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Give it time. Maybe I'll go. Oh, the first one's actually good. But right at this point,
Wait,
yes,
this
this one
point,
was way
yeah,
better than the first one. It still had that 20th Century Fox feel to it.
it does. Yes,
Yeah. It's like 20th Century Fox is just like
it's still
it's
cheaply
okay. Let
made.
me put it. Well, let me put it this way.
Okay.
If you watch you could tell 20th Century Fox superheroes from MCU superheroes. MCU superheroes, you look at it, it looks original. It looks like superheroes. It looks like Iron Man could be the real thing. You watch Fox, it looks like a bunch of kids playing Halloween like they're X-Men.
So, like I was saying, so it looks cheaply made, right? Even though the first
The
money,
costumes look cheaper and stuff, but I did like I did like this one. I liked it. I don't know that I like this movie. I was thinking, man, Fox could have done better with the original stuff, you know.
how do you mean? What do you mean by original
Well,
stuff?
all right, Cable. Man, Cable
Okay.
could have killed it. Colossus,
Yeah.
way better in this movie. The my favorite,
Yeah.
Juggernaut. Man, that was
Oh.
so awesome. Juggernaut was awesome in this movie. I mean,
Yeah.
this is what Juggernaut. Come on, Jay. I mean, I like the guy that played Juggernaut in the
Yeah.
MC in the not the MC in the
The
Fox other
the
movies,
Fox one.
but
Yeah.
but he wasn't any good as Juggernaut.
Like this Juggernaut was more true
This
to its
Juggernaut was
size.
awesome. Oh, this
Yeah.
Juggernaut was the Juggernaut.
Yep.
This was the Juggernaut. No, all the characters. Cable's good. I mean, the X Force was good. I couldn't believe they killed Shatters. I was like, what?
Okay, hold
Shatters.
on. So once you touch on that, right? This was one of the scenes when I saw it in the theater. It cracked me up so hard
Well,
because
here's
like
the thing. I thought, well, the only two characters going to survive from this X4 team was going to be Shatterstar and Domino.
Domino, yeah.
No, Shatterstar died really quick too. I was like, what?
Because I think that was the whole joke, right?
Oh
Like
yeah, Terry
because
Crews. I didn't expect to see Terry Crews either. I was like, what?
Terry Crews.
Was it Terry Crews? Oh, that
Oh,
wasn't Terry
Terry
Crews.
Crews.
It
No,
was,
no, you're right. Terry
yeah, it
Crews
was
was in
Terry
this movie,
Crews.
and
Yeah.
Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah, Brad Pitt just shows his face when he's dying. The
Because
Vanisher.
because I saw an interview just recently, right? Because all this Deadpool and Wolverine stuff. There's an actual thing that they interviewed Brad Pitt, like, hey, how did you like when they asked you to be in Deadpool? He's still like, dude, I freaking love it. I just had to film for like a few hours.
Yeah,
It
7 minutes.
was
Oh,
so easy. It just
yeah. Yeah, we'll just give you some money, show up.
so
You probably see his face. Plus, I also noticed they killed Black Tom. I'm like, how?
oh,
What?
they did, yes.
He
So
was he's a big villain in the
you know what's
X-Men.
really funny? I think they did this on purpose to make fun of Fox
Well,
because
they
like,
actually said originally though they had too many antagonists. He was supposed to be a Juggernaut.
oh, really?
Yeah, he was supposed to. And they thought, well, we want somebody better. And then they're like, well, now you got too many people. They're like, well, let's just
Yeah.
shoot him.
So, so one of the things I like about the X Force, right? Because when you see the trailer before, and I was like so hyped up when they talk about the X Force, right? Like I wonder how they did it. So when they kill all of them off except for Domino, I think that's just showcase like to making fun of Fox because Fox don't have the money to showcase all these heroes. At the same time, they show Domino's magic powers, right?
Yeah.
And when they
Well, in
start
a
killing
way.
all of them off, I was laughing so hard because
Well,
like
here's the funny
no, hold on,
part.
hold on. Before, if they would have done this from another movie, not Deadpool, I would have been so mad. But because it was
Yeah.
Deadpool, right? I understand the joke, and I was like, oh my god, they just killed everyone.
Yeah, and also it does show off her powers in this
Yeah.
way because she was the only lucky member of X Force to make
Yes.
it.
It was like how would we know that the win was gonna be like this?
But
Everybody.
I did love the joke. I did love the joke. He goes, "Oh, only somebody who couldn't, only an artist who could draw feet
Yes, to draw
create you."
feet.
I
Yep.
was like, "Oh, that's awesome."
That's so great how they worked that joke in there because like
Yeah,
it was
Rob
yeah
Liefeld.
him and the writer created Domino for the X Force for Cable and I was like so I think the joke was written a lot better the second time around because I think um they even made a joke about how Deadpool did domestically. It was so great. Rated R film because Fox didn't believe it, right? In this one, it seems like Fox didn't believe the potential that Deadpool 2 could have had too. You know?
Well, apparently Fox didn't believe in a lot of things. That's why they
Yeah.
got bought out. They're like, Disney can't buy us. Nobody could buy us. Well, somebody did.
Yeah, somebody is finally, eventually. Thank goodness.
Yeah.
So I always wanted to also touch point on the first Deadpool. We didn't talk about the post credit scene when we did that show because they talked about at the end of first
Oh
Deadpool, right?
yeah, yeah.
They
We
did
forgot all
the
about that.
Ferris Bueller day off at the end of the thing. Like, oh my god, you're still here. Go home. We don't have that big budget. But we are thinking about bringing Cable will be in the next one. Here's a spoiler alert.
Yeah.
And I did
Well, they
like
already knew that. Yeah, by the time they were ready to put that other movie out, they already knew they were going to make a
oh, it's
sequel.
gotta be Deadpool and Cable. Yep. I, I
So
I did like they point out when they do the when they drew out the whole plane in crayons. Like, look out for this guy, Cable, soldier from the future, 5'11", very short, not like the comics.
yeah, I know that.
And like, cause I went to see this with my wife right when it first came out. So Heather didn't know any of the characters. So there's a part when Cable was in the prison. Heather was asking me like, "Oh my gosh, what does Cable want?" And so I'm like, "Cable is the good guy." And she's like, "Then who's the bad guy?" It's gonna be that little kid. In the comic books, he's not a bad guy, but like in this one, you could tell like he's the bad guy. He's the reason why Cable went back to the
Well,
past.
yeah. Well, in the comic books, Cable comes back to the past,
Yeah. How
but but I thought he came back to protect somebody. It's actually Bishop comes back to kill somebody.
Bishop comes out to kill somebody. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't remember. I mean, I don't know too much about that. The story. How did you like the time travel element in this?
That was okay, but it's the time travel element. I'm like, yeah, that's the Back to the Future
Yeah,
time
I
travel.
knew you were gonna say that. It's that Back to the Future thing.
But it's still okay. I mean, they didn't really touch on it too much. The
Yeah,
fact that the time travel deal
it's
wasn't the
simple.
big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they
a
didn't go,
simple.
hey,
Yeah,
let's fix everything. And plus, of course, the teddy bear gets cleaned up. But I mean, it wasn't like Looper. Remember Looper?
I
Looper
don't, man. We need you
just makes me
go
want to
back to
make
do
the.
that later.
I'm like, what? Come on. If any sane person, even if time travel is possible or not possible, any sane person should not have that idea of time travel. I mean, just by things, the way things work in the universe. I don't give a crap where you go in space or anywhere in the universe. It's not the way anything works. I mean, there are rules and laws on how everything on the universe works and functions.
Right. I mean,
And
like
somebody go,
us,
hey, we're
we
just gonna
know.
do this. I'm like, what? Looper. I was like, what? I like Looper, but I also hate Looper.
I love Black Tom Cassidy, White Wade Wilson. You racist. I want you to judge the people not by their color, but by their
Oh yeah,
character.
where he tells Cable he's a racist.
That is so funny. So did you catch Matt Damon in the movie?
Okay, I did, but I didn't.
Oh, how do you mean?
I did, as in I saw him, but I didn't know that was Matt Damon.
Oh, okay. When he's talking about the baby wipes,
It
right?
was until later I realized that's Matt Damon.
Because like, so when I first saw it in the theater, like that voice is very familiar. I had to go back
Oh,
home
I didn't
and
know who it
watch.
was, man.
So it's
Oh,
like, I think Matt Damon does love comic books a lot because he probably want to be in this movie.
well,
But
he wanted the. I think a long time
oh
ago he wanted to be Daredevil
oh really?
instead, but of course, his friend got cast.
He's probably the better height for Daredevil too.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
I remember I had an article, a magazine. I'm sure I got the magazine somewhere about talking about Matt Damon. He
really?
actually was talking about being, you know,
Yeah,
the
because
other Matt.
he was in
Yeah, the
Thor.
Matt.
He's in Deadpool. It's just the scene is
Well,
so funny.
I think actually I don't even know if it has to do with comic books for this. Really, I think it just because they said that they filmed it. They talked about using wet wipes to wipe your butt.
Yep.
And the whole conversation, and they said to Matt David, and Matt David likes to have fun.
Yes.
If it is funny and he can catch it on camera, I mean he'll show up anywhere. If it is gonna
Yeah.
get a laugh, he'll show up for it. And he's probably thinking, so you want me to dress up like a
A
redneck
redneck
and
and
talk
talk about
about
baby
using
wipes.
wives? He's like, I'll do this.
It's
That's
kind of
probably
like
the
Channing
easiest.
Tatum.
He's probably thinking this would be the easiest money I ever made. Except he didn't know that Brad Pitt showed up just to show his face for
Yeah,
several
for
a
several
lot of money
seconds.
too.
Yeah, I thought it was really funny. Like if you have time to blow dry, just give it a go and you're good to go. Like
Yeah,
what?
I like it. Because I like it because up there. What time?
What year
what did he
is
say?
it?
What year is it?
Yeah,
And
what
they
is
keep
it? What?
asking, and they run off. Of course, he grabs their beers and jumps in the truck
He
and
just
drives off.
tranquilized them. That was so great. Oh, yeah, I did like Terry Crews. Like, that was a lot of short cameos, especially the part when they're in the mansion and all those guys
Oh
from
yeah,
like the.
I was amazed when the X-Men they actually showed. He's like
And
he
then they
keeps
close
making
up
that same joke. He goes, "You can't even do nobody," and he shows them looking out the door and they close it.
Yeah. That was so great.
Well, that was pretty good. Plus that kid eating the cereal. I like that kid eating the cereal.
Oh yeah, the Hugh
And
Jackman box.
then he autographs, yeah, he
Ryan
autographs
Reynolds.
the Hugh Jackman box. The kid's like, "You're just a trainee."
Just a trainee. It's pretty good. How did you
The
watch
Colossus.
it? How did you watch version did you watch? Cause the one
I don't
I
actually.
had was a super duper cut.
I don't. I think I just watched the regular.
Oh, the
straight.
regular version. So I never watched the
Yeah.
super duper cut, right? They have some scene that's cut off, but like one of the funniest scenes that they cut off, right? That I wish they didn't is in the beginning when he was talking about the contract killing. He's doing all that stuff, right? Remember the funeral part? He pops out like, "Whoa, do not go in there." And then he
Yeah.
starts shooting people in the crowd. Doesn't extend the scene to that. So in the front row, right, they have a really older gentleman that looks like Robert Downey Jr. if he's older, wearing the Tony Stark sunglasses. So everybody start running, right? So Deadpool does this backflip and he shoots that guy right through the head, and you can see it, right? And this is what he says, like, "Hey, watch! Why don't you trying to do that, Captain America?" Oh my, I can't believe they cut this out. This was a perfect joke. It took another 15 seconds, maybe. But joke was so funny because the guy he shot looks like Tony Stark.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Oh no, yeah, that was in the super duper cut.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I hate when they do like hundreds of cuts. Then you got
Yeah.
people telling the jokes that they didn't hear, and then they're like, "Oh, well, you got to go watch it." And then that right there makes me go, "Well, you know what? I don't want to watch it again." Then.
No, I know. That's why I like, because I saw that I'm like, what is the super duper cut? So I watched, I played in the background and I was like, I didn't hear this line
It's
originally.
like Talladega Nights. I love Talladega Nights, but they should have just done one cut. And
They
come
do,
on.
yeah, because
you have a lot of
it's
people
the unrated version.
because a lot of people like get around, they start talking about it or saying lines, and there's a lot of people like,
Yeah.
never saw that line.
Yep.
Didn't see that scene. I'm like, well,
But Talladega Night is not the best example because it's the unrated. But Deadpool, there was no reason because it was already rated R.
yeah.
You know,
Well,
when
a lot
you
of
say
people. I mean
unrated,
I mean, they like to show you some of their extra footage. That's cool. But like I said, when people are watching it or renting their stuff, and it's like, oh, there's all these cuts. I'm like, it's not a comic book
oh yeah, you're right. Oh, you know what's really weird though? Between
where you got to buy all the covers.
the Matt Damon scene from the difference of original and the super duper cut or uncut, whatever, right? They shot the shot wider, and I'm like,
Oh, really?
yeah, it looks so much better than the edited one because the edited one looks like they just zoomed
Yeah,
in,
they're pretty close.
but the wide
On the
one
one
it
I
show
know.
how like Cable landed. Like it looks like
Well, I thought it
yeah.
shows it on the
It
cut
does,
I got.
but
It does on that. It shows it
yeah,
when it lands, and it
it
just
does,
zooms
but it
in.
looks like it's like a wider scene, and then they changed some of the music. Like right at the school, right with Domino, Cable, and Deadpool, when they say cue the music, they play some other stuff that was really weird. Like it didn't go. I guess because I got used to the original cut, like
Yeah.
that music was jamming, right? But the second one was really different.
Oh yeah,
So
the
that was
music
it.
on the music of this was pretty good, especially when they start paying 9 to 5.
Yes. And it's really funny. Also in the beginning, I think the joke when he was in Hong Kong, right? He actually Deadpool say like I'm sorry I don't speak Cantonese, but the guy on the phone he wasn't speaking Cantonese to me. I didn't even understand what he was
So,
saying.
I'm sure he wasn't. I
He
mean, 'cause
wasn't,
he
and I
does
think it was a joke for people
It
who
is a
understood
joke.
Canton. He's like, I'm not even going to attempt that.
Yeah, I'm sure it was because like they'd be like, because he's like, I don't even know what. Cause just to show you, he don't know, and you don't care.
Yeah,
what
I don't know.
they're
Like,
speaking.
he just know he's in Hong Kong. Like people should be speaking Cantonese,
But and of
it's
course he
not.
starts. And what's he do? He starts speaking Spanish to him.
Oh yeah, like donde la está la biblioteca.
So wait, I saw something. It said that there's supposed to be a sign that says Deadpool or Pool of Death behind him.
Oh really? Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, and Chinese characters.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to say. And that's what I heard. Who knows?
Oh,
But
okay.
I bet you it just something somebody threw out there.
And I do like the writing was a lot better because they did make a Star Wars reference, and I loved it. The Star Wars reference is so dumb. Like,
Oh well, they made several though,
yeah.
because you remember, especially when he told, "Oh, what's when they carrying that person?" He goes, "Carry me on your back."
Oh
Remember,
yeah, like using my legs
like
like the 3PO.
Chewbacca.
Yep.
Yep, yep. And then there's one with
Like a backpack.
what it was an Empire.
Yeah, the like I'm pretty sure like Nuke nailed her. I
Yeah,
think
she
you
goes,
missed a
"No,
whole
that
bunch of big chunk of that movie.
yeah, the picture of that movie." Of course, she goes, this she says that's Empire or something. I'm like, what?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's Empire. Yep, she did say that. Yeah, that's Empire. Oh, I
Was that
do
the only
like it.
reference? Was that the reference you were talking about?
Yeah, the reference with the reference, and I forgot about the CB 3PO
Yes,
thing and Chewbacca thing. That was really good.
yeah.
Yeah. And I did like the when they like some serious tone about the 4 or 5 moments. That was really good when he killed the headmaster. Oh, when he didn't kill the, he starts shooting those guards. With the you
Yeah, he
just wait
killed
here with
Scars. Of
your
course, he did kill the headmaster.
nah
Oh,
crazy
what's his name?
sexy
What's
lips.
what's his name? Ran over that dude with the car. Remember?
Oh,
He
that was great.
just jumps out of
Did you
nowhere.
see that coming? No,
No. Well, I figured they were going to kill him.
but
I mean,
they didn't know how. Like,
somehow he was going to die, but no, I
as
didn't see
long
it.
as Russell doesn't kill, then it's good.
Yeah, I didn't see that. So, yeah. I
Did you
figured
like
one
the
of them were
ending?
going to
Did you figure out that Cable was going to go back and save him? He used that moment to save Deadpool because I
Yeah,
think the
oh, I
most
saw that.
important thing was like
I
as
saw
long
that.
as
No.
Russell doesn't change
Well,
the way that
actually,
he is.
I figured something was going to happen where Deadpool was still alive, but I thought the way it was ending, even right then, it was really good. And then, of course, they had to go and do
Yeah,
more,
because
but I thought it was okay.
I did like the point. So in the beginning of the movie, he talked about first Logan he ride the coat tail of my rated R rating, then he go ahead and dies. Like the way that he said that he took it so personally within the movie. That was really good, and it's really funny. Last night I just watched Logan with my boys. They
Oh
are
yeah.
11 and 8, right? So before last night, Heather was like, "I think the boys can watch Logan." I'm like, "Oh, okay, if you think so." And I'm like, "Yeah, of course. I would let them." So we showed them Logan last night, and after the movie, Heather was like, "Oh, I forgot how violent it was."
Yeah, it was a little worrying.
I'm like, I think it's okay. I think like the some of the scenes in RoboCop from 1987 was worse than this one. I think
Yeah,
Heather
they
just like
were,
the stabbing of the head.
but you should have been watching it that either then.
Yeah, I watch
You know,
both.
Logan, we'll have to do Logan sometimes.
We do because
I
it
didn't
was
actually
very
enjoy it.
good.
I didn't actually enjoy it, to be honest with you. Everybody keeps telling me it's so good. I'll watch it. And I sat there and
I
thought,
think
I don't know
maybe
what
the
everybody's talking
expectation
about.
was hype for you
Maybe
already.
so, because everybody kept
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, this is the best. This is the best. This is the best." I
Okay.
watch it and I
I
thought,
wouldn't say it's
what
the
a pile
best.
of crap.
I wouldn't say it's the best. It was pretty good because
And
I watched.
everybody keeps going, "Oh, that was his best performance as Wolverine." I was like, "No, it
Ooh,
was not. It was
no.
not." Okay, that's what I was saying. Somebody kept telling me, "Oh
Oh,
yeah," and they even say he left the franchise on a high note. I was like, "No, not
it
really at
wasn't on a
all."
high note, but it was
I'm
pretty
glad
good
it's. I'm just
performance.
gonna go ahead and say it. I'm glad it's coming back because I don't think he left it on a high note.
Oh, now we need to do the X-Men because you brought an interesting thing. The best performance as Wolverine. Oh,
He had a lot more better performances of Wolverine than
I mean, I know the Last Stand wasn't good, but some of the performance as Hugh
as
Jackman
him.
is pretty
As
good in the
him,
Last
yes.
Stand.
In the last,
Because I
and
like the
he carried the movie.
yeah, yes, he carried the movie because I like the
He carried
questions
the
of
movie
like
because
did you pick at least I pick a side where you sure you picked the right side? Well, that was like it just his
yeah,
acting is really good in the
yeah,
Last Stand.
yeah. Last Stand. What killed it is it's just like okay, it looked like it had money. They say they had money, but it looked like the cheapest X-Men ever made.
Yeah.
It looked like the cheapest X-Men. Some of the superheroes didn't pan out to be as good as they should have been.
Yep.
But like Wolverine, his character carried from all the movies and just got better, and everybody else's characters just got worse.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah, it was
director, man.
horrible.
It's just
But still,
Fox
it's not
want to
even
throw
his.
it
But it's
out.
still not even his best one because I mean, he did the one was the Days of Future Past,
Days of the Future Past was good.
way good. They fixed a lot of stuff
The
that
movie
one.
was good, but like we gotta do those just based on Hugh Jackman's performance alone.
And plus, his Wolverine, the Wolverine
The Wolverine
standalone,
was good.
the Wolverine was good,
I
man.
like
It
it.
was awesome.
It's better than X-Men Origins, obviously, Wolverine.
Oh, X-Men Origins was horrible. They even tried to fix it in this movie, and they kind of fixed it for me just a little bit.
They tried to fix this.
They fixed it for me just a little bit because I loved it. Because he walked up there, he said, "Hey, is that you?" And it just fills it full of lead, and he just keeps holding him, shooting him. Oh, I loved it.
Love you.
Yeah.
So
Then I also like it. I also like it though when the Green Lantern comes up, shoots Ryan Reynolds in the head.
oh yeah, he said like
You're
I'm
welcome,
finally
Canada.
visiting. You're welcome, Canada. So
Was it? There's another joke. There's one other joke. One other joke I want to, before I forget it.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, where he said he would like to rule over a planet full of people that are dumber than he is, so he's so smart. They go, there's already a place like this called Canada.
Canada? You shut your goddamn trash mouth.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love that line. That was one of the best lines in there.
So funny. So in the duper cut, right, when he comes and kills the Weapon X, he says something different. That's the one that he actually say like, "Hey,
Oh, you mean when he kills Wade?
When he kills Wade,
we're not even gonna call that Weapon X.
So when he kills Wade, right? He says sometimes I'm just fixing some stuff. So instead of him saying fixing some stuff, he's like, "Hey, one day you're gonna hang up those claws and you're gonna make a lot of people really upset, okay? But your buddy Wade is gonna come back and they're gonna tell you to come back again, and you gotta say yes, okay?" They actually put that in the super duper cut.
Well, they maybe should have left that one in too. Then.
Yeah, because that would have made it so much funnier.
Yeah, that would have been better. They should have left that in.
Yeah, they there's another scene at the end. Wade goes through like a baby thing, right? And he's looking at a whole bunch of babies, and he's like, "Okay, time to do this." And he's trying to do this. You know, like he's there to kill a baby, but then you don't know until the end. Is like he's trying to kill Hitler. That's the baby.
Oh, because they said that they mentioned it in here. Why don't you go back?
Yeah, why don't you go Hitler? Yeah. So he's trying to do that.
They always do that though.
Yep.
Because they did that in that the Avengers, remember?
Yep. Now you mentioned go back Hitler, yeah.
Oh, well, they didn't say baby Hitler. They said baby Thanos.
Yeah, baby Thanos, yep. So
even though they did call Josh Brolin Thanos in this one, sure.
So Deadpool couldn't do it. Yeah, you're right. He called him Thanos, Candy Thanos. So he tried to kill baby Hitler, right? He picks him up and like, "Oh, no wonder you're so grumpy, because I need you to change your diaper." I said, "Here you go. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get my friend Cable. He loves killing kids." Yeah, I did like it. Like I was laughing so hard when he said Candy Thanos. That was really good too. I think when I forgot to mention when you said the Juggernaut, they did Juggernaut right, the size and everything. When I first saw the Juggernaut when he came out, it was fantastic in the theater because yes, this is exactly what he's supposed to look like, okay? Without the jumpsuit on, but he was doing a jumpsuit.
Which is crazy that he's voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
He's voiced by Ryan Reynolds. I think it's because they also didn't give him a big budget in this movie. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But again, if you want a character so bad, why not do it yourself?
And he also mentioned this is one of his favorite characters, and then he started naming off comic books.
Yeah. Well, see, it'd be kind of dumb if he goes, "Oh yeah, I don't really want to do the voice for Juggernaut."
Yeah.
Yes, he wanted to do the voice.
Oh yeah.
So it had nothing to do with money.
No, I don't think. Well, I don't know because I'm not in the production.
Not that part. I doubt it. Yeah.
I did like that. The way they're like, you're coming charging towards me with murderous intent. I'm gonna rip you in half now.
Tell you what.
Did you like that? Did you miss that line? Xavier.
Yeah. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, I didn't miss any lines because they didn't mention Xavier. Remember when he tells his brother, he goes, "That's why you got a helmet where you can't read my mind." But I thought Xavier's got a really messed up family for somebody to own a big old gigantic mansion, made millions of bucks. I'm like, he's got like a messed up sister, messed up stepbrother. I'm like, what?
Oh, I really like that, but he's in a wheelchair, so we're even Stevens.
He's still that kid, Russell.
Yes, dubstep is for pussies. I love dubstep. And I like every time they fight, they start playing dubstep music. It is so great. Oh. Did you laugh out loud when he's like, "Who are you?" "I'm Batman."
Oh yeah.
Because you didn't even think.
Why would he say that? But
it's so weird. Like, "You're so dark. Are you sure you're not from the DC universe?"
Yeah, I remember that.
I know. I think this movie was done really well the second time around. I'm not even sure if it's the same director from the first one.
No, it is not.
It's not, right?
The director from the first one left. He was going to be attached to this. He didn't want to make a big giant budget super movie.
Oh, really?
He wanted to keep things small and simple.
Oh, the
So
small and
he
simple is
left.
what happened in the first one.
Yeah, he wanted the let's put it this way. He just wanted to make regular movies. He didn't want to be famous or anything. So
Oh, just make the. Oh,
plus he
okay.
plus he said that Ron Reynolds wanted to control the franchise, which he was okay with. He just didn't want to run it. He wanted to be in control. So
Oh, okay. So
and it's
creative
okay. I
differences.
mean, I think yeah, they had created differences. So the other guy went his way. No big deal. I mean, because the other guy wanted to put more characters in it. He wanted to use even more people and have other actors. He wanted to have the Fantastic Four in there too. The one we saw from,
Oh, that's
Jessica Alba, but
interesting.
but not
Yeah, yeah,
Jessica
yeah.
Alba. All he wanted to do was to have the Thing fight the Juggernaut, and then of
Oh,
course Johnny Storm would show up. Chris Evans would show up, and then he thought maybe an appearance by the Fantastic would show up
yeah,
and,
fantastic.
and and wonder what's going on. But basically, he just and that's what they said. But they had a different script, kinda, and then some stuff disappeared, and other things appeared. So.
Hey, there's word that Wolverine and Deadpool is going around for the next one to recruit like the Resistance. And there's word that Tatum as Gambit and Chris Evans as Human Torch might be in this movie just to join the Resistance. So I don't know what's going to
So I
happen.
guess they're going to get killed in the first part of the movie,
It's kind of like the X Force.
which would be okay.
Which
Well,
would,
not just like the X Force, because it'd be just like GI Joe. Because in the second GI Joe movie,
oh,
Tatum gets killed. I'm like, yeah, finally, my favorite character, my favorite GI Joe got murdered. I would never have thought I would be rooting for my favorite GI Joe to die.
we're not there yet. Calm down.
Actually, I didn't. I would actually rather him been in the second one.
Oh man. Whew. So one of my favorite scenes of this movie is when Cable is trying to torture his friend, the bartender, and he's like, "Well, there's a whole bunch of stuff I want to do.
Oh yeah,
We have a
oh
list,
yeah.
okay? Well, let me
Because
let me
I
just
don't.
stop you right there. I'm not gonna even get to number two. In a matter of fact, I'm not even gonna get to number one, okay? I stumped my toe. I'm done for the day.
Yeah. Well, that was in the first movie too. Remember when those people came to get him and he just told them,
Yeah, he just told him anything like, "Oh, and be careful. That's the wind advisory effect."
yeah,
And I'm
he
not gonna
never
tell you where
invited.
they are, except for I told him exactly the location of where you guys were. Everything was thought out pretty well. I wonder if they sell that as a poster, like the crayon playing about the train, the transport, and then
Well, that they probably don't, but if
they probably
any of
someone makes it.
even the producers who are listening of that movie, they should. They'd
They
make some money
should
off of
make a
my
poster.
friend here, Lamb.
Yes.
I'm only going to have one if you give it to me for free.
Ah, let's see. Yeah, Shadow Stars. But I'm
Because I
basically
mean, out
better
of the
than you
two
at
of us,
everything.
yeah, because out of the two of us, one's wearing a Deadpool shirt and the other one's wearing a Batman shirt.
Yes, because I'm Batman.
Yes.
I was helping this other superhero whose mother's also named Martha.
Oh yeah, I did. I forgot that line. That was a good one too.
I was helping a whole bunch of handy-capable children. Oh, IUD, was it a bomb?
Oh yeah, I love that. Because it does. It sounds like a bomb.
It does.
What is this?
IUD.
It's my ID. Oh, a bomb?
A bomb? Was that a bomb? Oh, that was really good. I know Vanessa in the comic books, she's a villain of Deadpool eventually, but I guess apparently that's not where this
Well,
is
she's
going.
a yeah. She was a character. I forgot what her who she becomes. Mimic or something. I think it was Mimic.
Oh,
Where
really?
she could
I,
make
I
herself
don't
float like other
remember.
superheroes.
I
She's
don't
kind of like
remember.
Mystique. Yeah,
Oh,
she was kind of
really?
like Mystique. Yeah, because she supposed to have been some of the first X Force comics. She was a Domino, but she wasn't really Domino.
Oh, okay.
But again, Domino was the girlfriend of Cable, so.
Yes. You know what I really like about this movie that really
Because matter of
worked?
fact,
No, go ahead.
the first comic book I have the first. I think I don't know if I have the first Prince of Cable or not, but I do have the New Mutants where Wolverine fights Cable.
Oh.
So yeah, I have that. I don't think
Oh,
that was
that's
the first
good.
appearance. Yeah, I don't think that's the first appearance of Cable though. So I don't have the first appearance of Cable, but I do have it where he fought Wolverine for the first time.
Oh, that's really cool. I remember when Cable first came out in the 90s, one of the comic book, when X Force came out,
Yeah,
like right before I left New York for here. That's,
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I have like X Force. I think I have only X Force 3. I had X Force 2. I think I got destroyed.
Oh, man.
but I had like three all the way to 12
Really?
or 13. I think I got a 13 because I think I missed the first one.
Oh,
And the second one I got destroyed.
oh man, that's awesome, man.
So I have X Force. Then of course I got all the I got a lot of X Factor, a lot of X. I got all the X crap. X Caliber. I even got an X
Oh,
Caliber.
Excalibur with Captain
Yeah,
Britain.
yeah, X Caliber. It's okay. Some issues was good.
You know, I think one of the elements that makes me like this movie a lot is because it feels like the buddy cop thing between Deadpool and Cable. Those two characters always crash into each other, you
Kinda.
know?
But yeah, it took a long time though. I like it though when he comes to him.
It does.
He shows up to talk to him.
Yeah, when he's talking,
And of
talking to him
course,
like,
that
don't
was a messed up scene too
while
though.
we you making a heavy eye con no while you making eye contact while applying heavy lip balm.
Yeah, but that didn't make any sense when he takes that out and puts it on
Yeah,
the wall. I was like, what are you
so
doing?
he could say that line like, "I'm just retrieving something from my utility belt." It's a
Yeah.
goddamn fanny pack.
Fanny pack. We all had one of those.
It's a fanny pack. Oh, applying heavy lip balm. That was really good. I like that. He's just straight shirt cocking it.
Yeah, I like it though. He
No.
goes, no. He
Why?
goes,
Why
no.
wouldn't you cover that?
Yeah, why would you? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, like, what are you like? It's not my hand. Oh my god. I did like everybody saw the trailer for the third one, right? And they already put that in the trailer about like Kevin Feige does that no cocaine. So a lot of people read into about that, right? So Disney does not want Deadpool and Wolverine to have a lot of drug use, like any kind of showing drug use, right?
Well,
Because
they
it's
didn't
in
have a
the
lot
same.
in this movie
Yeah,
either.
they
Just
did
that
when he
one,
stuck that
just
cocaine right
that
into his
one,
face.
just that one time, just that one
And then like
time.
when he went back to get his cocaine, and they're like, "Hey, you want to get effed up?"
Was
Oh,
that
that
in the
was in the
second? That
first
was
one. That was
Yeah,
in
that
the
was in the
first one,
first
yeah.
one. The
Because
second one,
talk about the stash.
he
Yeah,
just
it
retrieves
retrieves
it out
it.
of the floor next to
So
his
I've
cure
been
for
thinking.
blindness.
I thought you could see me with your ears.
Yeah.
I do like that old lady playing the
Every
blind
time she
owl.
points
She's
that
funny.
gun, yeah, she always
They're like,
points a
oh.
gun out there.
That's like, is this place on Tinder? What the hell? Oh, I did like Cable. Did you like Did you like Josh Brolin cast as Cable?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it
And
did, right?
I think he signed up for 4 films as
Oh,
Cable.
when it was Fox, right? Oh, I
Well, who
think he did too.
knows?
He signed up for multiple films, but
Well,
I don't know if that's
I
still
wonder how that works.
valid.
Now you got a point there.
Yeah, because now it's
Well,
Disney, so they don't have
I'm
to
sure
honor
though. I'm
anything,
sure
right?
they go, hey, we're thinking about. He's like, yeah, I'm waiting.
Because also right now, like with Deadpool and Wolverine, which is not Deadpool 3 as they heavily stated, and then so many people are saying no, like, oh, Josh Brolin's not going to be in this one, and things like that. Like, who would know until like it's released now? Because like what
Yeah,
happened in No Way Home, Andrew Garfield was lying his butt off too. Tobey
yeah.
Maguire didn't say anything,
He
and
probably
like
shows. He probably shows up. I mean,
just a
come on.
little
So many
bit.
people. He could just show up for a little bit.
Yep.
For one thing, we could go up wanting those discs back that he gave him
Oh.
because that's probably what he's using.
Oh, at the end of the device.
But for all we know, this is not even the same Deadpool.
Oh, how do you mean?
Well, this may not be the Deadpool we see in these two worlds. Maybe another alternate Deadpool.
Oh, interesting.
Because doesn't he say he wants to save something? Deadpool wanting to save the world that
He
he's about
saved,
to lose.
yeah, his well, I mean his friends and people probably.
Yeah, but who would he want to save? Because he would want to save Vanessa more than anything. So maybe this one still has Vanessa.
So did you think the end credits he actually changed a lot of things in the timeline? Like we definitely are naming our kids shit.
Oh, he didn't change that much stuff.
No. I mean the major thing is that he saved Vanessa, then he hit Ryan Reynolds.
So that's the thing though. If he saved Vanessa,
Oh, he saved
so
Peter. Cause am I being catfish here? Like what the hell am I looking at?
yeah, oh yeah. But that's the thing though. If he saved Vanessa, so is that takes place in the next timeline now?
I don't know because they
See,
showed her in the trailer. They show all the X-Force that was supposed to be dead in the trailer of Deadpool and Wolverine. Like
see.
Shatterstar was there, I
So
think.
it's different, maybe different. It's either a different
I
universe
know
or it's the one or this all results, or the next movie results from him using that time disc.
Is it the
Because remember
time
at the
disc?
end,
Yeah.
because remember at the end, they're fixed. Yeah, because remember, what's her name? Uh, teenage warhead was fixing the
NTW,
deal.
because that's what
Yeah,
Colossus calls it.
yeah,
NTW.
it's fixing the deal. And of course, the other girl's like, you
Oh,
sure you should have
just
done that?"
fixed it already. 11.
Then of course they run after him.
Yeah, that
I'm
was
like, "Yeah,
pretty
that was
funny.
probably a bad deal."
But you know, at the same time, like I know that was probably before Fox was acquired by Disney, right? And at that time, they didn't think like no one's gonna know that Disney bought Fox at that time when they shot this movie.
Yeah,
And I thought that
yeah,
written out really well with Kevin Feige at the same time. We're doing the time travel and the multiverse thing.
yeah. Well, that's the thing, though. The Disney accusation, I mean, the Disney taking over doesn't really matter because I mean,
No,
Ryan
they could
Reynolds
have done
wrote it.
anything.
He
Yeah,
could have even he already had ideas for the third one already,
yeah,
which they kept saying, "Oh, this is not the third one." It is kind of the third one. I don't care
yeah.
what you say. That's like saying Superman versus Batman wasn't the second Superman movie in the
Oh, is it? I never
well,
thought of it that way.
Man of Steel. It was kind of the Man of Steel because I have a comic book called Man of Steel. It's got Batman versus Superman in it.
Hmm. I never
I
thought
don't think
about
it
Batman
versus.
versus Superman as a sequel to
Yeah,
The
because
Man of Steel.
well, I mean, it just had another title, but it was in a way
It's
another
Batman
story onto the
Superman
deal
2.
because it wasn't a Batman movie, really.
No, it's a Superman movie.
It was another Superman movie because we already have him established in this universe. I mean, you could say it either way. You can say, "Oh, it's not the sequel," but it is a continuation of the story, which naturally in a universe is a sequel.
Oh, okay. I see. That's really
So,
good. Huh.
I mean, they changed the title. I mean, so they did say Star Trek 3 and Star Trek 4 and Star Trek 5, but it's the same deal.
Yep. I wish this movie was bigger. I mean, like bigger than what we saw. I mean, if it was this, if this was produced by Disney, it would
Oh,
probably be a lot better.
I would have been happy. I was actually happy with
Oh, but
what I
Deadpool 2
got.
was a lot better.
Yeah, I was happy with what they got. Like I said, it was a Fox movie.
Yeah. It does look
Hopefully,
cheaply made by
I hope it
Fox.
looks. I don't know why, and I don't know if it's really cheaply made, but you know, all the X
No,
Men
it looks
movies,
cheaply
just
made, yeah.
all the X Men movies, the quality of them is not really all that good either. I mean, the costuming is not all there. A lot of stuff's just not there at the level of Disney's.
I'm trying to think of all the Fox ones, but mostly X-Men. The Fantastic Four uniforms in the second one's pretty good.
Yeah, but the Fantastic Four though, the Fox Fantastic Four didn't look that good. I mean, it's just
Oh, I
located.
said
To
it's
me, the
okay, but not.
the suit, the costume. It's not just costumes. It's special effects. It's the filming quality and it's the location qualities.
Yeah.
Because it's like instead of going all out and making
Sony was
a
better.
comic book amazing quality, yeah, Sony is a little bit
The
better.
Spider-Man costume on Sony looks a
A
lot
lot
better
of
than
stuff in Sony, even the locations are better. I mean, plus they had higher end directors and stuff.
yeah. Fox is like,
Uh,
I guess we'll make one, whatever.
well, just
Sometimes
don't
I
get
forget
what's his,
Fox had the rights to Fantastic Four.
yeah.
Because the movies are not the best. Like, how you like point out, like, it's Fox produced, but the X-Men one was really
I
different
mean,
from the field of
yeah,
Fantastic Four.
they just look better. They look better.
So it's kind of like, no, you remind me of when you said WB has all the rights to all the DC universe, right? But then Fox
Yeah.
have both Fantastic Four and
Yeah, well,
X-Men,
because
and they never
WB.
clashed them together when they had the
Yeah.
chance to. Yeah,
Well, you got to think Warner Brothers owned DC.
yeah,
So they're a film production company that already has a comic book company.
yeah.
Why Marvel didn't have a
Have
production
anything? Yeah,
company.
they just sold the
So
rights
and
IPs.
and then they went bankrupt, so they had no choice.
Yep.
It's like, all right, we didn't want to sell it. We didn't want to sell these or break them up, but we have no choice now.
Yeah. And that became one of the greatest days of my life when I heard Disney bought Marvel.
Yeah, but they only got some of it.
Some of them because they broke into pieces and stuff. I know.
Luckily, they did, and the only reason they get Spider-Man is because they did get a good enough job to show, hey, Sony, see, this is what we can do.
Yep.
Everybody's already seen what you can do, Madam Web.
It's funny that we're pooping on this. Neither of us have seen
Yeah.
the movie.
We got to see it because we're probably go, oh, this is so good. That'd be something else. And watching it'd be actually good. It may be because we already decided to trash it. It may be good.
So
Watch this
it's
one.
so funny, we talk crap about Matrix 4, right? We've only seen it one time. We're not going to revisit it again. So
not.
me and Heather, because there's a long weekend because 4th of July.
Yeah.
So me and Heather was trying to watch something the other day. All the twins went to bed early and like, hey, let's watch something funny, right? So we watched the new Beverly Hills Cop. It's actually pretty good. Like, if you're judging Beverly Hills Cop 4 and Matrix 4, it's like, oh, I'm running out of screen.
Let me put it this way: with Eddie Murphy on there, I don't. You're just not going to get a Matrix 4.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, Keanu Reeves is not even sure that he was in Matrix 4. He's probably telling people, "Hey, dude,
I had the Sean Paul Van Damme experience during the shooting of Matrix 4.
yeah, I don't even recall it." He's like,
Was I in
he's
this
like,
movie?
yeah, he's like, because I don't remember Lawrence Fishburne telling me about being Matrix 4. It's big like, since Lawrence Fishburne wasn't in Matrix 4,
He was smart enough not to be in Matrix 4.
or he was just lucky enough to not get invited back.
Or maybe that too.
Because they're like, here's just what we're gonna do, Lawrence. And Lawrence was like,
No.
sounds like it's gonna suck.
Ah, yep. So, what else did I like about this movie? If was there anything that you didn't like? I was trying to think about something. I did like the bullet scene. I like everything, the whole sequence of Domino. That was fantastic.
Anything I didn't like?
Yeah.
No, not really. I mean, because it's so like you said, it wasn't a serious movie.
Yeah.
It was just basically a lampoon of all the superhero movies itself with a superhero that is actually a real superhero. So I was like, yeah, I didn't want to pick anything. I didn't pick on anything.
Good. Because one other thing I really love is like they made
Which is funny for me because normally I always have a problem. I have a problem with stupid stuff. I should have had a problem with Ryan Reynolds being in this movie, but I didn't. He made enough connect. He made enough jokes about himself in Canada that I can't do anything.
Oh, that was like, isn't that place called Canada? Isn't that Canada?
Especially like I said, he shot himself as a Green Lantern. Wow, that's less a good
Dude,
movie.
I
You're
love that
welcome.
so. I couldn't wait for you to see this for that and the killing of the X-Force. Like, you're welcome, Canada.
Yeah.
Finally in the, because that joke he made, like, ah, this is it. Finally in the big leagues. Boom. That was so great. Because he trying to knock off, he trying to make fun of that in the first Deadpool. Like, hey, trying to make me not green
Yeah.
or animated. Then he shot
Yeah.
himself in the head in this
Yeah.
one.
And then of course he shot his Wade character from Weapon X.
Yeah, Weapon X. That was really good too.
That was horrible to do. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe they did that. I mean, and I'm not blaming Ryan Reynolds for that mistake. That was
That was
I'm like,
Fox. That's Fox.
I'm like, everybody knows Deadpool. Deadpool's a popular character. Hey, let's just make his mouth disappear and mix him with all these characters. I was like, that is just stupidity. The very end of that movie, that ruined that entire movie.
Well, we had the swords coming out of his
Exactly.
wrist,
Let's
right? Yeah.
it's like, yeah. It's like they're probably thinking, what's Ryan Reynolds? He'll save this movie. I'm like, what?
So, oh, we gotta do all the X-Men's one now eventually. Then we gotta do Looper because we keep bringing Looper up, but I don't
Oh,
remember it that well.
well, there's a reason you don't.
Yeah,
Because
that's
you went back in time and made it yourself where you didn't watch
well,
it.
like I watch it one time, and usually time travel movies, like I gotta watch it again. I'm like, no,
Yeah. See, if
no.
my time travel move would be when I went down, sat down, and it all of a sudden you see Matrix 4 come up the screen, and I walked in the room and yanked all the crap out of the wall and said,
No Matrix
you
4 for
know,
you.
no Matrix 4 for you. You'll thank me later.
You're welcome, Canada.
And then, of course, I'd have to show up at your house too. Future me, I'd have to show up at your house and say, hey, I already saw past me, and I'm telling past Lamb, you're not watching Matrix 4. I'm saving
Yeah.
you both.
And you know what? There's more serious tone in this movie when he was trying to find out his purpose after Vanessa died. I thought that was really good too.
Yeah,
Like
I mean, there was serious tone. I mean, if I wanted to say something, but they already acknowledged it too. It's like, and it's not really, I can't say it really because I want to say, oh, it's lazy writing in a way, but they say it. They even made jokes
oh,
about it
they
being
made
lazy
sure about it. Yep.
because he's the superhero that his girlfriend gets killed, and so he wants to die now.
Yep.
I'm like, that's a lot. That's a lot, but it's been written in so many comic books.
Yep.
And I'm like, what else would they write? I mean, I could make the joke that if Ryan Reynolds didn't have all these superhero movies, he wouldn't have any movies to make because he basically bases his stuff on everything that's been made already.
Yeah. No,
Nothing
that's a
original.
good point actually.
But the thing is, it's not serious about it. It's a comedy. It's more like a cartoon character, and it's funny. So I'm like, who
He
cares?
is. He's sometimes it remind me of the
It's like a lot of people
cartoons. Yeah.
said. It's like a lot of people say he can do anything he wants. Like you said, I don't care if he killed Black Tom because his world doesn't really exist in this world anyways.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's not the MC world,
No, he's not the
and
MCU
it's not
world.
even the true Fox world since we've already seen two casts of X-Men teams.
Yeah.
And we already saw the older cast, the new cast of the X-Men team, I should say, even though they're in the past. He's supposed to be like the modern times, and those guys are all kind of young.
Yeah, that was like,
So
yes, they show.
that's already a deal showing you where is he set.
So yeah, I thought that was pretty good too.
I mean, most of the movie's done for gags,
Yeah.
and I mean, because you can get because out of this they could make a Juggernaut movie now, use that same what he used and make him serious in it, and
Yeah.
it worked. Basically, he's right a lot of wrongs to me in the comic book world.
Oh, and this, yeah.
Yeah, because he's done a lot of crappy characters, and his movies didn't do that good. Then he made Deadpool, and everything he touches is good.
Yeah.
So the way I say
Oh, that's good.
he could bring a lot of good characters because man, you can pull Deadpool out, you can bring a better Colossus out of here. You can actually probably bring these X-Men and make them people want to now people want to know who these X-Men characters are.
Huh, that's interesting.
So basically, he salvaged a lot of the Fox world. Let's put it this way.
So
Because if it was
that's
up, because after this watch, if I didn't watch this movie, I'd be like, I would take everything from Fox and throw it in the trash
so
and
his
never mention it
so
again.
his Fox Marvel Jesus.
Well, I'm not gonna go that far. No
So
way.
one of the thing I also love in this movie, they made Fire Fist like an overweight kid instead of like this muscular bound person. You know,
Yeah,
like I
no,
thought that was really good.
let's put it this way. He made him a normal person. Well,
Yes,
except for
a normal
powers.
person. Yeah.
But it's like an everyday thing because there is nobody, not everybody eats chicken and eggs every morning and works out until they got muscles like Cable or Wolverine
You
or
know,
all those other actors that kill themselves to get all the muscles like Chris Evans and stuff. I'm like,
Ryan Reynolds did make a lot of references to like the other, I guess MCU. Like I'm basically, if you give me a bow and arrow, I'm basically Hawkeye.
yeah, I heard that one too because he didn't have any more powers.
And he talked about like, man, who did I piss off with a soldier with a Winter Soldier arm? That was really good. I like that Heather by the time when we watched this, you understand that reference. Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, well, that's the funny thing is you would have had to watch a lot of MCU
To
movies
get
to get a
those
lot of
things. But then
references to
also
get all.
DC movie because he talked about Martha and he talked about like, are you really,
Yeah,
this
you
is
would have had
really
to watch
dark.
Batman. Yeah, you would have had to watch Batman versus Superman in
You
order
have
to
to
get that
understand that
reference. So
joke too.
basically, you had to watch all the superhero movies that came out before this movie.
And I think obviously that's what Ryan Reynolds was banking on because you know all these comic
Yeah,
book hero movies.
yeah. It's like everybody saw all of those. Mine's different
Yep.
because mine's not that serious.
So this one is pretty well put together.
I'd say it's pretty well put together. I'm
Yeah,
actually quite impressed with it.
I know because
Well,
it's been a long
I think
time.
I actually think it makes me appreciate the first one a little bit more.
Oh, really?
But even though I think the first one just was all jokes.
I know, but I think it's because like they were already struggling with the first one because it's not like a $15
Yeah.
million budget, you know, or $50 million budget when this one is way up. And
Yeah,
then
this was double, almost
yeah,
double
and
probably
then they
double or more.
still. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see how much money they made. They made a lot. Oh yeah, it's almost
Yeah,
double. It's only 110 million. When the
yeah.
first movie did over 700 million, which this one also did over 700 million, and then they still give him a low budget for this movie.
Yeah, well, what the thing is though, I mean, you want to make money, so
Yeah.
that I'm thinking they're seeing, well, if you could do that with that much money, you can do a little bit better with this much money and make us even more money. I mean, you don't want to go because there's been a lot of times where the movie does really good, and the second one they give them too much money.
Oh really?
Well, there's a lot of movies where they give them
Oh
too much
yeah,
money
yeah.
and they almost make no profit, and then that's why
You're
Disney buys you.
like Batman and Robin.
Yeah, all these other movies, it's like, oh, you could do good. Let's give you a whole bunch more money. I'm like, there's a limit where they're just wasting money.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah,
Because I mean, because he did it for how much this movie cost.
$110.
He beat a lot of other filmmakers
He does.
that had budgets with more money.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, way
I
more.
mean, in the end, the movies are business too, and if
Yeah,
if they don't make their money back,
that they don't want to.
fans like
Yeah.
me and you don't get to see anymore.
Yep.
Because
Exactly.
people that aren't really fans never showed up at the theater.
Yeah. That's no. That's what I was trying to preach a
Yeah,
long time ago too. Is because like
yeah,
once you get to the movies, it's gonna be tough. Like now
yeah,
they want to reboot it already, but I want to see the story continuation. You
yeah.
know, they
Well,
even made a joke about this when they were recruiting X Force. Make sure we cast actors who are a lot younger that can carry this franchise for
oh
another
yeah, I
10 to
remember where they're
15
set.
years.
Because but that I like that when they're sitting there around trying to cast stuff because that always makes me think of Mystery Men.
Oh
where they're
yes.
holding
Oh,
superhero
they're meeting.
editions.
Yes.
He goes, I can only turn invisible when nobody's looking.
Yeah, like so nobody looks at him.
Nobody look at him. I like it.
I
Like,
love.
hey, invisible boy, maybe you should put some clothes on now.
Yeah. Nobody look at him.
Nobody
Visible
look at
boy.
him.
Oh, I forgot. I still love that movie to this day. But
Oh yeah,
it's been a long time since I've seen it though.
it's been quite some time since I've seen Mystery Man.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I know. Obviously, I remember Greg Kinnear's in it.
Yeah, Craig Kinnear, Captain Awesome.
Captain Awesome.
Still, it still has the best supervillain name too,
Yeah.
Casanova Frankenstein. I'm like, who would have come up with that? That is the coolest name ever. That
Frankenstein.
is the cool. I'm not gonna say he's the best villain I've ever seen,
But it's just
but
the
he's got the
name.
best name. It's got the best.
Casanova Frankenstein.
I know Casanova
Mr.
Frankenstein.
Furious.
But, there was a what was that?
William H. Macy's in this
Oh
movie.
yeah, the shoveler.
The shoveler and
You shovel good, and nobody shovels like you.
Hank. Hank was his name?
Azaria.
Yeah,
Hank
Azaria. Yeah.
Azaria is in this. And Pee Wee Herman.
Pee Wee Herman's in this. Paul Rubin. Jeannie Garofalo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I liked her character. Her
Yeah.
character was one of my favorites because she threw that bowling ball,
Yeah.
which was actually her dad.
Wow. I haven't seen this movie in a long time. I know the last time I saw it was on DVD because I own it.
Yeah,
And
and it
I
was a
can,
comedy.
and I haven't
Comedy
seen it
super.
on anything else. Or maybe because
Yeah,
I didn't have
the only reason I
cable.
saw it because I bought the DVD. That's
Yep.
it.
That I bought the DVD. It's probably a
And I don't
hidden
remember
gem that we have to do.
Yeah, it was because it was one of those ones I didn't go see a theater. I probably would never saw it, and it just happened to saw it Mystery
They
Man. I
don't have
thought, oh,
marketing.
I'll try it. Yeah, I'll try it, and I put it in there because of
You know
Captain
what?
Furious.
Let me
I'm
take a
getting
look. Captain Furious. Let's see. Hold on.
It's funny how we went to Mystery Man.
It is because it
we are doing Deadpool.
because like it reminds you of that scene. Sometimes conversation that because the budget was way over than what it made in the box office.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's another one of those films that probably didn't need that much money.
It probably also came out at the wrong time too. Like if
Yeah.
this Mystery Man came out in like 2009, it would have maybe
Yeah,
been different.
maybe. I don't know. I think if it's come out now and stuff, it'd probably have to have different characters, different actors.
Yeah.
And plus the jokes that have to go. It'd have to be probably rated R now almost.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I think Mystery Man is just one of those films that a small group of people saw and they enjoyed it and they should just stay that way.
Yeah, we're that small group of people.
Yeah, we are that small group of people sitting in Deadpool's shadow.
Oh, let's see. What else do I want to talk about? I did like a little joke about the LinkedIn. It's time to get back on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I did like that.
Making
Too.
fun like
'Cause
somebody
I
uses
forgot all
that.
about LinkedIn. Yeah, I forgot all about it.
It's like social networking for business. Like
it is.
It
But
doesn't
some
really
people,
work
but
that
there
way.
are some people that are only on it. Like, let's
Yeah,
say you're
for-
looking for some people you used to know. You're not gonna find them on Facebook. You're not gonna find them on Instagram. You
Yeah,
find
it's
them on
just-
LinkedIn. I was like, apparently those people hold themselves too high up there.
Yeah, it's just so hard to follow so many social
they need to
media.
come. Yeah, they need to come down and get in the same Facebook and Instagram and 100 other. There's like 100 things. Depends on what country you live in now. What social media
That's
you're
true.
used to.
Instagram, Facebook. I don't do TikTok.
I don't
Sometimes
do TikTok.
I feel like I'm too old for TikTok.
Well, everybody tells me it's so addictive. I was like, Facebook
It probably is too. Like any
is a bad
social media that
addictive.
let you scroll up is very addicting.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I get it. I won't get on TikTok because there's a bunch of tiny films.
Yeah.
Basically, it's just a short. It's like, oh, I don't have time to watch these 10-minute YouTube shows, so I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna watch this 1 minute and 5 seconds one right here.
It feels like it's spelled for ADD people or ADHD.
Well, also to me, to TikTok, it's like, oh, they go, this is how I learn stuff. Because remember, used to people go, oh, I learned it on YouTube. Now people go, oh, I learned it on TikTok.
Oh.
So you learned to do an hour job in 5 seconds on TikTok? No.
I don't even want to get into that. You already know my stance on vertical video
And
recording.
wait, and also, you know how a lot of people have done challenges and died. What's that? That's TikTok.
Yeah.
I think I'll stick to YouTube.
Also, a Chinese-based owned company. I want to say
Yeah,
TikTok.
that's what they say. That's what they say. They steal all your information. They ask Americans, do you care if China steals all your information? They go, yeah.
Then why are you
So
on
you're gonna get
TikTok?
off TikTok? They go, no,
Yeah.
we're not gonna give up our TikTok. And I'm like, most Chinese are thinking, oh, this guy, he eats Lay's potato chips. I mean, what are the Chinese gonna do with that? They're
I don't
thinking,
know. It's a digital footprint.
here's what the Chinese government could do. Communist government is just teach us all to eat Tide Pods and die.
Yeah. All right. So I think it's about the time to wrap it up. Do you have anything else?
No.
So until then, you're my Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Oh, come on. You didn't say it. Dang
You're
it.
my goose.
No, you're my Kristen Dunst.
Oh, well, you're not my Kristen Dunst.
And we're out. Thank you for tuning in for this episode. Like what you heard? Give us a thumbs up. Follow us on Spotify and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next one.